Falsified. Same guy.
I don't know who you're talking about. Is that the San Diego State guy?
It's the guy who had all the allegations against him, and he's like not guilty. He got blacklisted from the league. I remember. We talked about it.
Oh, Ariaza. Yeah, the San Diego kid. It's Thursday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means the boys are at Sadies. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
baby.
go. It is Fred Talk from 4 to 6 p.m. today. Fred Talk.
Is that what that
It's
is?
a new show we're doing.
Okay, so I get the day off.
called-
leave.
Called Fred Talk.
Ah, is that what this is?
Yeah, we're doing all Fred all the time.
All right. How is Fred Thursday?
I'm doing better today. Oh wait, Fred Durst.
Yeah, how's he doing?
That's
how we're starting on Fred's talk. We're talking about
Fred's. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to talk about Fred Durst, the first thing you got to do is have faith.
Oh, that's great.
Got to have faith.
But we got like 12, 13 minutes away. Soon we'll give you something in commercials.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Mm-hmm.
The only Limp Bizkit song, is that Limp Bizkit?
Yes.
The only Limp Bizkit song I know is the cover of a Wham song.
Well, I guess if you don't know any songs, then this segment can't keep rolling.
Is that Limp Bizkit?
That's also what this is.
Not the best at Limp Bizkit. I got away from them.
I was there for the thing.
Oh, you were? You were part of it?
I was a very easily influenced teenager.
Yeah.
During the height of the Limp Bizkit years. I was fooled.
They suck like Pantera.
There was like a 3-month period where I liked them unironically.
I could give my heart away.
Now I like them very much. But ironically, yeah, very ironically.
You like them because you know all the games they play, because you play them too.
Rare example of a cover being better than the original.
Yeah, that is a very good.
It doesn't happen often.
It does happen often.
Not often.
Today's I-9 Varsity, the I-9 Varsity when covers are better than the original. Right? Covers greater than the original. Okay,
There'll probably be some overlap here.
that's today's I-9 Varsity covers greater than the original. We'll do that sometime before 6 o'clock tonight, because at 6 o'clock tonight, this show is no longer at Sadies. There's a different show called Lobo Talk, and it will be at, I assume, Buffalo Wild Wings off Gibson, and they will talk about how in the sloppiest basketball game of all time last night, the Lobos were victorious over Colorado State, even though they really tried to not be.
A dub's a dub, baby.
Yeah.
It's the same in the scoreboard. It's the same in the standings. A win's a win, dirty and sloppy as it was. You take them.
Dent's a dude, huh? Yeah.
You're talking about NIL sponsored by Sadies, that Donovan did,
That's what I'm talking about.
with the triple threat nachos here at Sadies.
It's 100% what
He
I'm talking
probably
about.
had some triple threat nachos before he hit that game winner
Hey.
on the bench.
I really-
Pounded Sadies nachos.
I really like game-winning layups.
Game winning anything, but for the team he likes is pretty cool.
Everything should end in a walk-off. We've had this talk before a lot on the show. Everything should end in a made basket.
So you want to script every sport.
Yes, for entertainment.
Celtics versus Charlotte Hornets. That one's pretty tough.
No,
The Celtics got one.
not with the way Jason Tatum plays the game.
Really?
He'll never win. He should be a league MVP, but his problem is he's not going to get to that status until he wins a chip, and he's never going to win a chip. This might be his best year for having a second, like really talk to the NBA, because Milwaukee is a joke. Like, I don't understand why they were so set up for success and then got so weird getting rid of their coach and bringing in the best player that doesn't exactly complement the best player that they already have, and just kind of falling off from where they should and could be. Kind of wild.
Well, they had a really hard road stretch So their results aren't as bad as it looks like. But they played some really good teams on the road. But why Doc Rivers, man?
Why? And also, he's getting a lot of hate on the internet recently. And I'm kind of into that because he doesn't seem like a guy who really deserves it. But the internet is like, Doc Rivers warned Jonas Salk about polio. So he stopped polio.
Doc Rivers is just an easy who's the limit this. But still, it's low hanging fruit.
Don't say that in front of Austin Rivers.
You got one of Philip Rivers' kids?
No.
I don't know who that is.
It's him and Doc Rivers had a kid named Austin Rivers. And Austin Rivers said the other day to JJ Redick, who's the best at not just basketball, but sports commentary.
He's legit really good.
He's
I know Kevin Harlan, but who is?
Well, he doesn't do what Kevin Harlan does. So
Nobody can.
They're two different jobs.
Am I right?
The way JJ Redick plays the heel, but like the not like traditional pro wrestling heel, but the anti-hero one, where you're like, okay, like you're stone cold. Like I get it. Like I don't hate you, but I hate the way you're behaving. That's JJ Redick. And he's like, what's that cat's name you really like? Grayson Allen?
Oh, my hero?
Yeah, your hero, Grayson Allen. So he's like if Grayson Allen had a microphone and everyone kind of like cheered him all the time. Also, I guess they both went to Duke. And, actually, they're a lot more similar in a lot of ways than I
I'm
think.
just figuring this out on the spot, and I love watching
This is hitting me right now. Yeah, let me recap the UNN Lobo game, though. Inbound to Dent. Dent goes full court between the legs, crosses up the defender, left-hand lay, and 3.1, and the Lobos are going to win. That was it. I mean, and the whole game was, it was sloppy Joe, man.
How many free throws do you think Coach Pitino made his team shoot today? Because they should have won by 10.
They
would have hit that free throw.
Do you have the stat line for you? I don't have it. They missed so many.
So many freaking free throws. And Colorado State did their best. Hey, UNM plays great defense. They made it really hard for Colorado State.
They turned it over a bunch.
They did their absolute best to hand over the game.
Yeah.
And UNM couldn't hit free throws.
Colorado State was like, we don't want to be ranked anymore, okay? Yeah, we hate being
We
ranked.
hate all these expectations. We just want to drink fat tire and wear TiVo.
We want to come down here and play in front of 14,618 fans, and 14,000 of them are 50 years or older. That's what we really want.
We can afford tickets.
Are they spending to go to a Lobo game? I don't think they are.
No.
It's a super affordable city, except for housing. Yeah, not housing.
Others, major metropolises.
Yeah, well, major metropolises, yes.
We're doing
well. But like
no.
no.
Look for us.
Also, we could do this podcast from a very cheap mansion in a southern state, and you would have no idea we were there.
But that's the problem. We would be in the south.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, and then all that Pantera stuff. Oh, I hate that. Coach Pitino said after the game, quote, "Give the ball to Donnie and go figure it out." That's really what it was. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
He's that good.
he's low-key that good.
We're talking about 505 Sports Ventures earlier.
Yeah.
And we're getting on the program. So
Yeah, we
love what they do.
We should.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
But start pooling your money now, guys. Keep Donovan here because he's going to get all the.
Yeah, and if you look at the end of the game, Houston and Mashburn, I think, had the last dozen points, and you're like, that's pretty important. Like, those three guys are the dudes, and conference championship looks alive right now to the Lobos, right? And that's a cool thing because we haven't necessarily had that war, you know?
There's 5 less teams ranked in the top 30.
Yeah. Well, in the final minute, that is wild. And the final minute of the game was better than the rest of the game. And you're like, yeah, Fran, it always comes down to something like, no. There was like 16 points in the final minute. And the rest of the game, there were like 0 points. Like this game ended, what was it, 68 to 65? What did I get that? Whatever it was. Like this thing is not the closest game of 68-66. Like, what? That's super boring. Like, that's not good basketball.
For a team that's from the 90s often.
Yeah, like for two teams that do that. And right now there's somebody listening to the program, 505-246-0610. Don't call the show. Come down to Sadies on 4th and talk to us about it. Somebody's like, oh, you don't like defense. We don't think it's important.
Nobody likes
Yeah, no, that stuff is boring, dude.
Look what every major sport has done to their sport. Every single sport wants more offense.
Whenever that cat for State goes to the line, that Stevens kid, and there's 7 seconds left or whatever it was when they inbounded Dent, and I'm like, well, I know they're going to hit these free throws because that's Colorado State hits these free throws. That's what winning teams do. And because UNM has not hit any free throws, or what felt that way, you're like, okay, it's going to be tied. We're going to go down here. We're going to take a weird shot with time expiring. But Dent, who, by the way, should be your favorite Lobo. Should be. If he's not, he should be.
Say that to Sebastian Forston's face.
I don't think
Fred.
I'm going to check the stat.
What he does for the team is quantified.
It can't be quantified with minutes played.
Like points
Or minutes
or rebounds.
Time on the court.
Entering the game.
Times his name was announced by Dylan Storm. So,
Zero.
all right, I'm going to reload something for you. Ready? Are you ready? Inbound to Den. He breaks it across the timeline between the legs, shakes up the defender, left hand laid up and in. The game's over. That's it. That's
Sebastian Forston goes crazy on the
the
bench.
whole thing.
I love it so much.
I missed it. I thought I didn't miss that till right now when I just called that game win.
You're going to support the hell out of our logos the rest of the season. But check your 6, Fred, because the best sport just started today. Spring training is on television.
Games are underway,
Right
man.
behind you.
Isn't that crazy?
It makes me so unbelievable.
They tried to lose it though, so Colorado State gets the final shot. I tell you, the whole game felt like also the timeout that gets you to half court. I love. I'm not trying to be that dude. So it's that inbound for Colorado State, weird handoff. Not the best looking three in the history, but I mean it rims out like, and then 14,000 50-year-olds go crazy, and that's it. Also, I like that UNM put up the row, so there's no scoring.
I want to say that. I don't think Colorado State would be keeping the storm the court. You're supposed to be Colorado State.
I'm trying to.
That's a Colorado hippies. Celebrate beating hippies. We're supposed to beat hippies. What are you talking about? The only program in college basketball whose jerseys are made by REI.
Are we going to yes and this?
They
Because I can do it quickly.
They drive down to Albuquerque in a fleet of Subarus.
Yeah.
That's how they got here.
All of their game-worn shoes are Patagonia. That's how they get on the court.
Every year there's a bid off to get their shoe deal. Is it going to be Tiva?
Yeah.
Is it going to be
Denali?
Patagonia?
Is Denali a mix this year? Instead of warm-up jackets, they just have camelbacks. Like the weight, it helps us train.
Little puffy jackets for games started. You can take them off.
And Stevens is like, yeah, when you drink the water, it gets lighter. Here's the thing, brother. The water's still in you. Like, I'm not trying to explain how weight works, but it's not the way you think it does.
No, thank you. We brought our own alkaline water from Colorado. Thank you very much.
We're not coming down here to slum with your well water and green chili. We're Colorado State. Oh, I got the numbers. You ready for the numbers? Because they're bad. They're like very bad. Okay. Oh, right here, there. So New Mexico team stats: 24-64. It's 37%. You're like, well, that's not very good. Well, luckily Colorado was only 24-56. The Lobos 5-15 from the 3-point. Colorado only a shade better, 6 of 20. Free throws is where the real game was made. 12-15 was Colorado State. The Lobos went to the charity stripe 23 times, missed 8 of them.
Not great.
No, it's 65%.
That's not ideal.
That's a D.
They're basically giving.
They call them freebies.
Yeah, the first word is free.
Mm-hmm.
You just have them. Just give you points.
The real difference in this one was the turnovers, though. As Colorado State had a dozen of them, the Lobos only amassed about a third of that. And the reason that happened is not the pressure of the Lobos defense. It was just sloppy, man. Like, it was.
Well, we give the Lobos defense their flowers.
Okay.
I don't think all of them are just unearned turnovers. Put some pressure on them. Also, 8 turnover spread. Better win that game.
You better.
Better.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how awful you shoot free throws.
No.
If you lose an 8 turnover differential game, just back it up.
I'm seeing the game last night, and I'm like, well, that's not the healthiest pass in the history of the world. Like, over and over. I'm going to be that guy real quick because I know we got to go to break. I don't love 8-man rotations. And really, it's a 7-man rotation because Washington only played about like a minute. But 7-man rotations terrify me. I need, and if it's Forsling or if it's whoever, but I mean, to have House, Dent, and Nelly all go 36 minutes is crazy to me.
Well, that's what it's going to look like in the conference tournament.
That's where it should, yeah. Yeah.
But if you're doing this in the season,
oh, I get weirded out. I get so weirded out.
Save them legs, Bubba.
You know what? I have an energy about me with this Lobos team, but this is kind of the last hurrah. This one here, because I don't see the reload. You know what I mean? I don't know what next year is going to look like. So I'm like, please win everything this year. Please just win it all right now. Win the conference tournament. Hey, go win the NCAA tournament. Let's just go win it all right now. Then whatever happens for the next 10 years is fine.
Yeah, get us this one.
Yeah, just get this one.
Hold us over.
You know what I'll do? I'll talk back to 2023-24.
You've been to the pit.
Sure, it's nice.
You know how cool it is to be there. You know the energy.
Yeah.
At the pit. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Lobos are good. It's one of the best shows in town. It's not the best show in town. But the Lobo fans bar is so low. But just go to the season. Like, let us say, in the modern NCAA tournament, 64 or more teams, that we did it once. Like, that's all Lobo fan wants. They're not like us. They're high in the sky dreaming.
No, go get a chip.
Jonathan Dent can put up 40 on UConn
Yes.
and win this mother. They don't think like we do. They're like, just go to the Sweet 16. Win 2 games. Great start. I get it.
If you were born in the 1960s, you love this basketball team right now. And I'm going to tell you this. If they don't win it quick, you're going to have a lot of problems moving forward. Please win more games, and please don't play down to your opponent. Because no offense to ranked Colorado State, should have been a much better team than them. Also, they play again on Saturday against Air Force. They should stomp them. You should take it out on them. And then obviously March 2nd is a big one against Boise State. So there's some games coming up. And then when is the season? First week of March 9th? So whatever. So it's coming up. If you didn't watch it last night, don't go back and watch it. It was sloppy. Be glad that we won it. I think what it's going to for sure do is knock Colorado State out of rankings. I don't necessarily know if it puts the Lobos into rankings, but winning on Saturday is a must. It's an absolute must.
Yeah, it could be right around 25. We'll move up a couple spots with this win.
Maybe, yeah.
Knocking off the ranked team.
But it's not like they look good.
Sure.
You know, if it had been like 2 really good-looking teams on a really good night of basketball, yes, I'm in on that for New Mexico. This was 2 sloppos looking sloppy.
Again, it's conference rival. You got to win these games, even if they're ugly. They're good enough to win.
You're very correct. Hey, I'm happy about a win. I'm happy about it. There's so many news stories today. Where do you want to go first? All right, where are we?
I know the show doesn't want to do that.
Well, a friend of the show loves the NFL, so we can come back and talk about that because there's a story with the Chiefs, which is kind of a big deal because we talked about this when it happened. And I think I just hate a lot of stuff. we'll go into detail whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On live from Sadies. Come hang with your boys. We're going to be here until 6 o'clock tonight on air. And then I don't know, Vanny, when you want dinner? You want to hang out? Have a drinkers? They got some margs for the boys? It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal. Thank you.
I've never seen. He always wants to. Like, he loves how he feels. Yeah, that's very.
Charlie Woods, playing PGA event.
I used to have this cat named Charlie Woods. Who's Charlie Woods?
Tiger Woods son.
Oh, I do know who that is. Ariza.
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 Yeah.
Yes, sir. Cool. Back on the program, back live at Sadies. Talking a little bit about the NFL after we talked about the Lobos. Man, you were happier. I was more relieved. That's kind of the end of the Lobos.
It's a good test.
Yeah.
Won a gritty game, won an ugly game. Got to win those two.
Yeah, just glad they didn't lose it. Matt Ariza is a punter. We talked about him a couple years ago. This would have been after the 2022 season. So Matt Ariza was a punter for the San Diego State Aztecs. He set a bunch of records. Numbers aren't super important, but he was drafted in the 6th round by the Bills, correct?
He's one of the best ones.
Sure. Yeah, sure. At that position that no one is trying to be good at.
Well, he is.
Yeah. He's killing it.
Probably somewhere around 32 guys.
Yeah. So he was accused in a lawsuit of gang rape. He was accused of an allegation, and the San Diego County District Attorney declined to press charges in that case. Last year was a kind of out of the game thing, and he's signed with the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Civil charges. The other charges were also by
Correct. At the time, we had 2 takes on it. Our first take was, and if I'm not remembering this correctly, you tell me. Our first take was, I don't know, I don't trust it. Our second take was college culture is weird, and it allows things like this to happen. And I'm going to stick with both of these. I am so very often apprehensive, and I've said this on air, and I'll say it 100 times, because I've been falsely accused of a weird thing, and it was when I was about this age. How old is this kid? 23?
there as well.
Yeah, so I was a little younger. Caught a weird accusation, and it was all you can do to just burden of proof for some reason falls on you. You know, it was real difficult. It was real eye-opening. So I take that kind of into all these things. With that said, college culture is so toxic and weird around sports.
Yeah, like especially when you get like college athletes, no wrong, that's the reason for the equation. They're the superstars on campus, can get away whatever the hell they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Situations like this arise over and over and over. And when this news came out at first, we both were like, this sounds kind of flimsy.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound genuine or accurate.
I might have used the word money grab.
Money grab. I think that's what happened once the charges were dropped
Okay.
by the attorney.
Yeah.
Then went into civil. Felt like a money grab. But also like the accounting of the situation all sounded flimsy. I would say this again. I say this every time. First off, for these women, for these stories, it happens too often. But I mean, obviously, you're going to highlight situations with this. You felt might have been what you just referred to as a money grab. Son to a mother, brother to a sister, father to a daughter. First, believe them. I get that. But also, this is happening way too much. Me too. We're covering way too many stories on this program. Awful for these people because once you get accused, you're guilty in the court of public opinion. You have to dig as hard as possible, work your rear end off to make sure that the truth comes to light in these situations. Sometimes the court of public opinion wins.
Yeah.
In case of Trevor Bauer,
Yeah.
You called it out.
Yeah.
I said TBD, but he was falsely accused as well. And then look at him. He still doesn't have a gig in the major leagues, and he's one of the best pitchers ever.
He will. Yeah, he will. And the thing was interesting about this one is that nothing was interesting about it. This is textbook what this is. And if you remember the investigation, it was the police had her like send text messages to him like in their presence. And in those text messages, Matt was like, yeah, consensual. And then she's like, did you know I'm 17? And he's like, no, you told me you were much older than 17. So really it's he who was like falling into like entrapment. But then you start having a conversation about like, well, that's just a kid.
Right.
You know, like, I can't be mad at a child. I'm not mad at a 17-year-old. That is a child. And it's what do you end up doing? Well, Ariza ends up filing a defamation lawsuit, and then he's suing the other gal, and then last December maybe they both just were like, we're done messing with each other in courts. Like I was a young idiot kid, and this guy was like I'm trying to save my name and my career. And now it looks like it's working out both ways. There's no money exchange hands between the parties. And I guess he can still sue her lawyer. That's a thing he could do. Yeah, maybe do that. Like,
want to be ready to sue her? Like, she lied to
well,
him.
he did.
She got into the situation.
Yeah, he did.
But obviously, no matter what kind of lawsuit you're
Yeah.
filed, you know, shoot, like, and that's law. But still, now that the things dropped and all the rest information came out, if he wanted to be faithful, he did right back.
Well, and like, yeah, and that did exist for a while, but it was in December when they mutually agreed. But the lawyer situation is different, you know, because that's not her. You know, that's the representing party that's all this thing. And also, you end up in a situation where it's like, was this person only pursuing because they had a belief that they could get a cash grab based off like the quote unquote testimony of the lawyer and all these things that happen. Not the point. The point is, if you're going to go to an organization that's going to help you revitalize your career, number one, go to the Chiefs because they never punt. But number two, they're like a professional squad. Like, should not go weird over there. Should be really calculated and really set up for success for he. So I think this will lend to success for him. I don't necessarily know if that's true, but that's my opinion. This would have been after 21 years. Is it that long ago? Time flies, dude. Because he won the Ray Guy in 21. Oh my gosh. We're so old. This just hit. This seems like yesterday.
Now, look, we're talking COVID time.
Yeah.
I mean, time started at about a year. But that three-year COVID period, I'm not going to anytime try to realistically say anything happened anytime. It might not even happen. I think it's all a fever dream.
So wild. His nickname is the Punt God.
Yeah. He's very good at it. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
He's
Also,
one of the guys that I don't think they're going to get Harrison Butker, but he could kick too.
oh, can he kick
He
too?
could just should be both.
The only real issue with that,
Shohei Ohtani.
he punts right, kicks left. Couldn't really come up with one there. I'm not off on this guy, but I'll be this guy real quick. JL Sports Agency is who represents him. Way to go. You know, way to take a flyer on a kid. Way to go to bat. And, you know, obviously you can move forward with this ordeal behind him. I hope, and it sucks that this burden is on him, but I hope he uses what is going to be a lot of newfound success to have a platform and a way to reach those to talk about just how calculated you have to be. Just how just don't. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, go on that
that's a
tour.
weirdest thing
Go
too.
on that tour too. Like,
Well, and, you know, I know we're up against the break, but like, hey, hashtag kids these days. I know the internet gives you resources, and I know all your friends talk a big game, and I know you're excited about being the, I don't know what verbiage to use here, the edge lord of coolness in your friend group or whatever. Just like be kids. Like learn about adult stuff with other kids. Like the first time you fool around, do it with another dumb kid. Like just learn together and trip and fall and be sad at the end. And afterwards, like be embarrassed when you talk about it the second time. Like just do it the regular way. Don't think you have to Pac-Man through a whole level of accomplishments. You don't. Like, that's weird, y'all. Be regular.
just Google which sex is gross.
It's so gross. It's
Right, guys?
from the Midwest. It's 2 Men On, live from Sadies, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
So we got to figure out something for tomorrow. We have to figure out something for tomorrow. We have to figure out something for tomorrow for the show.
Okay.
We tried basically everyone is booked. All the normal guest folks. Also, Amory is gone.
Oh, she told Jared today that she would be with you at the Y. When did you hear Anne Marie's gone?
Listen, I'm off it.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Because Jared didn't give me.
So he's confusing you. So what it is Bob is covering for her because she's with you at the Y. I don't get jealous about a lot of commercials, but Jeff's Golden Pride commercial is sweet. I wish I Jeff's Golden Pride commercial. I wish I had a Golden Pride commercial. I really like Golden Pride.
Hello. Peachy, thank you.
Yes, sir. This headline says Fox News host says Trump's $399 gold sneakers will make black people support him because they love sneakers.
Okay.
Fox News host says Trump's $399 gold sneakers will make black people support him because they love sneakers. Back on the program, back live, Sadies. When I grow up, I want to be just like my favorite football player, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, this is all news to me.
That's what Caleb Williams said before he entered the draft because he ain't got no agent.
Okay, I see the connection.
See what I did there?
I see the connection.
Yeah, took you a second.
It did.
Yeah, just like my childhood hero, DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, right. We didn't have one either.
Oh, the list is longer than you think, I think. Richard Sherman did it. This is not unprecedented. Jacoby Brissett did it. Russell Okung did it.
The guy who's battling Richard Sherman is like a legit.
He went to Stanford.
Like smart.
Yeah.
Like went to Stanford and actually went to Stanford.
Yeah.
Yes.
Laramie Tunzel did not have an agent. Bobby Wagner did not have an agent for a period of time. I mean, there's a bunch of dudes that made off very well without. Caleb Williams, he intends to be one of them dudes. So he's into the NFL draft, no agent. So how do you make that announcement? You go up to the podium and you're like, I, Caleb Williams, as Caleb Williams' agent, has decided we're moving forward without myself or without an agent. Guys, it's just me. Guys, it's me, Caleb.
Next to the podium will be Caleb Williams. You're already there, Caleb. You're already standing there. You can't introduce yourself. Get an agent. This negotiations are going to be legit.
No, they won't. They'll be super boring because it's all slotted.
Because it seems like he thinks he's worth more than he is. This is going to be a Eli Manning, John Elway situation where he's either going to get everything he wants or he's going to demand to be traded to another team.
Are you talking about sports negotiation, like the contract? Or are you talking like sponsor? Okay, so that'll be boring. Like, because you can pay a lawyer, whatever, 10 grand to review everything and make sure it's up to speed. But you don't need to give that percent because it's slotted. Number one is slotted. This is what you make. And then the one where
I think he thinks he's bigger than the actual rules of the NFL. Because he's already saying that he's going to want more money. He's already saying he's going to want to pick his team. And even insane if he thinks he can get points on the package, if he thinks he can be a part owner of the team just by being drafted into the team, he's already made these demands in public.
in the world of negotiation, I like that he said all this early so he can be walked back to realistic and then still seem like he came out ahead. The one that I think, and
With those demands, there's no coming out ahead.
I really like
You
that.
can't say
I super like it.
you can't say that you want to be part owner of the team just by being drafted by the team and come out as a winner. It's only down from there.
I mean, if you go to the table, right, and you're like, hey, listen, give me, what's a fair percent? 5% of the team?
Oh God, 1%.
All right, give me 1% of the team. You know why? 'Cause I'm 100% of the offense.
No, you're not. You're 111.
No, I'm the quarterback. And I'm gonna be the feature. I'm gonna touch the ball every play. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna touch the microphone every day, and I'm gonna touch the hearts of the fans at night. And when I think about you, I'm gonna touch Soldier Field because I'm practicing. And that's gonna be the play, right? The play is gonna be him being a Bear. He says, guys, I'm gonna work here. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna hibernate here because he's a Bear. Baby. He's not gonna sleep.
I got you. I'm with you on that.
Hibernate. But you need an agent for sponsorships. That's really where it's at. You can't be everywhere all the time. Cannot be. You know, I know you and I sell sponsorships on this program. Like, it's hard. Like, you have to have a guy to like secure your Old Spice deal.
You can't negotiate your contract, set up a bunch of commercials, do public appearances, and go to friggin' RVs and sign autographs and do all the stuff you're going to have to do all on your own. But on the field stuff, you just fall to the wayside. And it sucks. You're going to lose all of those endorsements. All this stuff.
But wait, are we idiots? Did we just do an idiot thing, which was not consider that he's been making millions of dollars a year in NIL money for the last whatever years, and we don't realize how skilled and capable he is at this exact thing? And you and I were thinking about this as a more traditional approach to the NFL and the draft, and we're both big old dummies, and he's already set up for success. Did that just happen to us?
You're like, okay, give me a part of the team. Let me buy it.
Yeah.
And the Bears ownership group laughs and laughs and laughs. Like, look, Caleb, you can't buy into a $1 billion franchise with $137,000. That's not even an operation for janitorial.
He doesn't have $137,000. He has $100 million because he's been the biggest star that's not LeBron James in Los Angeles for the last 2 years. That's a huge deal. That's so much money he has made. And if you go to Lamar's Instagram right now, Van, he's pushing Temu products. You go to Caleb Williams' Instagram, he's like the face of the biggest high-end supercar dealership in LA. Caleb Williams is so much ahead of the game.
Allegedly, he's made $2.7 million.
That's awesome.
That's less than I thought.
Me too. That's kind of like a lot less.
Way under.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like $20 million. The real number I thought was going to be 20.
All right, look, Caleb, you want to be an owner?
What if he gets an agent the day after he's drafted?
Your requests aren't that amazing. You want to be an owner of the football team here in Chicago?
You want to be a
We will grant
owner,
your wish.
shot caller,
Caleb Williams, the new minority owner, his stake.
percent.
It's percent, not his race. Congratulations, Caleb Williams. You're the new minority owner of the Chicago football team. The UFL Blue Bombers. Congratulations.
Is that who's going to get it?
Yeah, I just Googled it.
They get the first
Chicago
draft.
team in the
They get the first pick.
You can own the Blue Bombers, play for the Bears. That's the best we can do.
I don't know why anyone who's going in the first round will get an agent.
We got other stuff. Other stuff that agents stuff.
Yeah.
Also, just setting up the phone.
Yeah. You know, these buildings have shit. We got blood on them, man. Blood. All my Temu endorsements.
I'm gonna sign with the Bears. I want at least 3 floors on Sears.
If not, I'm going to sign with the Packers, and you're going to call me the Revenant for years to come. So I'm going to be killing Bears. I've owned you. Owned you my whole career.
I say,
Good idea to identify as the base, as the football team that you're not a part of. That's your thing.
I'm gonna be the quarterback of Chicago Bears. I want my face on that big shiny jelly bean in Millennium Park. That's my deal.
That's pretty good. Thank you for that. Spring training started today. I'll tell you about it when we get back. It's 2 men on. 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from Sadies on 4th. Come hang out with your boys, the sports animal. Thank you, Bob. Jared asked me today if we would go to opening day for the Ice Tubs. I said no. Then Jared said, I need you to go to opening day for the Ice Tubs. And I said, okay. So
They're still in negotiations.
I don't know that, but I know I'm going to try to sabotage it.
What is it, Friday the 29th?
Probably.
The day after actual opening day. We got to be at Nova.
That's awesome. That's what we're going to say.
Hey, Jared, I'll say yes to you, but to confirm, You have John Schwab and make sure that it's Daddy Johnny tell us yes, not no. I interest you in a tomato or a carrot, possibly a grape.
I'd have one grape.
Have a grape. Where's the bag right here?
That's what my she looks at it.
Whoa. Carla Wood shot an 86. Didn't qualify.
Loser. That child, loser.
15-year-old kid trying to play with men in their 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Tiger would have won the whole thing.
15-year-old Tiger. Could have.
What was the name of the guy that doesn't love baseball? Rendon.
Anthony Rendon.
Did you see this thing where Ricky Henderson is signing autographs?
Do what?
You see a thing where Ricky Henderson is signing autographs, 2-time Gold Glover, but he's not.
Really?
Did you see this?
That's very funny.
Cool. 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 Back live at Sadies on 4th. Whole bunch of baseball news. Guys resigning. Padres getting blown up in the first inning. Pablo Sandoval is for some reason a Giant again. Anthony Rendon says he doesn't care if he plays baseball. There's more important things in work in life than work. And oh my God, Anthony, we are on the same page right now.
You get to play a kid's game for millions and millions. Anthony Rendon, World Series, got that bag.
Yeah.
The very next year. Good for you, homie. You were pissing off so many sports fans thinking that you don't care about the thing you worked your whole life for. This is so funny.
Tell reporters on Monday, quote, "This is a job. I do it to make a living. My faith, my family come first before this job. So if things come before it, I'm leaving." And sports fans like, can't you just pretend?
Yeah, right.
Can't you just pretend that this is your top priority? I'm in a prism of denial.
Or
Yeah.
it's one spot ahead of him in the lineup. He dedicates his whole life, even though he's psychologically and kind of physically abused
Uh-huh.
by the Los Angeles Angels. He's still loyal to the organization.
Yes.
To the organization. He didn't even try to re-sign Shohei. He isn't trying to improve.
No.
Who re-signs a bunch of pitchers who didn't even make the major league rosters from the other teams. Still get them chance. He's like, Anthony Rendon is across the diamonds, drinking margaritas,
Correct.
and smoking heaters.
And then,
Doesn't even care. I love it.
yeah. And then the media scrum was giving them a chance to walk it back. And they're like, is baseball even a priority? And Rendon's like, oh, it's a priority for sure. Because it's my job. I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like,
Showed up again.
yeah. He's like, and here's my thing. I really like dudes that are, and this seems purposeful. I like dudes who are purposely tone deaf. Like, I am this guy all the time. Like, you know me very well. And I'm the first guy to say, tell me what your problem is with my response. Because that's what this feels like. You didn't say the thing I thought you were going to say. So now I'm going to make sure everyone knows about it. Even though, you know, there's your 235 slugging, your 364, and your OPS is 701, and your 148 games. You know, I could, like, whatever. I go through all the reasons why. Because when he was in Washington, he was a World Series hero. That's all he needs.
Like perennial Gold Glove candidate, one of the best in baseball. He goes to LA. For years,
And I know it's been a while, but Game 6 of the 2019 opens it up. Hits that 2-run bomb. Gets paid. Like,
I still got PTSD with it, too.
I don't. I really like that. He broke the seal off Zach Greinke. And then you got COVID twice after that. 1 hour of the program left. When we get back, lots of baseball talk, lots of NFL talk, and today's I-9 varsity, the I-9 of varsity of covers that are better than the original. It's 2 minutes on live from Sadies on 4th. We at the Y tomorrow?
Yes, we are.
You and A. Marie at the Y?
Me and A. Marie Castillo.
I got to go to Club. It's a big wrestling show this weekend.
Oh, that's exciting.
2 minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Thank you.
What's up, brother?
Welcome.
How's things? How's it going? How was the Super Bowl? I'm never going to Vegas for 8 days.
No, never ever.
Oh, it's crazy, huh?
It was
8 days? Top. 8 days? Poor guy.
We were there in January for the International Fantasy Food Show. I think we were there for 5 days.
Yeah.
And at the end of that 5 days, every one of us said, this is too long.
Yeah, 100%.
2 nights, 3 nights, tops. Get the hell out there.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is when I accidentally went to bed and woke up the next morning. And if I had enough, I wouldn't have made it through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like,
That's the same night. I stayed up for 7
Yeah.
in the morning.
I didn't see
And then
Vanna's.
start doing it again the next morning. The
Got
next
to.
day.
Got to power through.
Oh my God, not good. How'd your Texas deal go? Good.
Well, I hope so. We're
Yeah.
still waiting to hear back and see, but it was, I didn't realize what those stores are.
Pretty big deal.
Big time.
Good. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's big time.
What is it, Publix or something?
Specs.
Oh, that's a big one in Texas.
Yeah, 150 stores. And these stores, you ever been to Specs?
I've been.
They're, well, Specs is a liquor store. But I mean, you can like sit in a patio.
Yeah, it's got like wood crate stuff in the beginning when you walk in. You know what I'm talking about? They're super nice. Um,
I've never seen a liquor store like that.
Yeah.
It makes freaking total wine look like a 7-Eleven.
the we worked the thing with the Savannah Bananas. You were coming to town. Are you going to go to that?
Yeah.
So we worked the thing with them where we're going to do an on-field thing where they like eat your salsa and stuff and like give reactions and stuff.
Cool.
So just heads up. So we're going to set up a little table and do some stuff.
Did the boys show you pics from Vegas?
Oh, we set up
Put
hundreds.
them in an iPhone.
That you guys are promoting and stuff.
Yeah. So we got so many great pics of people eating salsa and like holding the salsa and eating chips. It's really cool.
Did you guys get a spike? You said so. I don't know if this can or will say anything. Today's National Margarita Day. I don't know if anybody.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Today's National Margarita Day, and I'm playing. Me and a buddy of mine are playing out on the patio at 6 o'clock.
We'll go out there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, have the boys show you those pictures. They look great.
You know what? I take it back, but they didn't show me a lot. But I asked them. I said, "Have you seen anything that's going out there with our stuff?" And Nick pulled them up on the phone. Yeah, you guys are sitting at the table and eating something there.
Yeah.
With the salsa out and
But,
other than that, that's coffee shop.
You're in the food world, so you know Andrew Zimmern, right?
Oh yeah.
Andrew Zimmern, like, sent
Oh, he
big
put you
props-
over.
Big props to Sadies.
You know, man, he was supposed to come here and shoot a segment with Food Network, whatever he does. Not his bizarre food, but that's place to eat or something. And the producer had it all set up for him. She called like the day before he was supposed to come and shoot. So we're sorry, but we canceled because of our schedule.
National Margarita Day, and Brian Stafford's playing outside. Okay. We're ready, Bob. If we worked in an old-timey newspaper van, I would say, stop the presses. Stop the presses, van.
News alert, yeah?
Hey. Breaking news.
The presses.
But they had to be stopped. Today is National Margarita Day? Are you kidding me?
A little late to the party, but we're at the party.
Owner of Sadies, Brian Stafford's going to be outside on the patio at 6 o'clock playing music, live music. Are we? And we're off air at 6 o'clock? I'm going to get margarita drunk tonight at Sadies. Every Uber driver in town, be around here. I need you. I need you as a resource. Because I have Uber One. I need the one ride home. Yeah, let's go. All right, come out to Sadie's at 6. Don't come out now. Come out at 6 and hang out with us on the patio. We're going to listen to live music, drink margs, and make fun of pop culture, current events, and people that abuse the thermostat at the office. Yeah. Listen, it's going around.
Hey, luckily, I'm going to say no names. Bitches get stitches.
Yeah.
We all know that.
I snitched on you so fast.
I've been roommate trained. I found out it wasn't me. I built the thermostat. It was another person in the office. So
Say their name.
I slept so good.
Say their name. It was you, Van. Say their name.
Seabird?
No, I don't know what that is. What did you just do?
That was a line from Breaking Bad.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it wasn't me. So like I slept so good.
Man, they said it was you in the thermostat.
Hey, it wasn't me.
Man, they said it was you in the break room.
It wasn't me.
Man, they said it was you over at KRST.
It wasn't me.
But they caught you red-handed. It was so hot in the studio today.
Was it really? Did it swing the other way?
Bob Walpo was producing the show. Bob, is it still hot at the office? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay.
So Fred was here yesterday from the show.
Hey, I was under the weather.
And I forgot how freezing it was in the studio because somebody, not me, broke the thermostat and stuck on super cool.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I forgot to bring a sweater or a jacket for the studio. So I did commit a crime. It wasn't a thermostat breaking crime.
Okay.
But I had to filter a sweater from the prize closet.
For the promotions. Oh, those are nice. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm a big the Q guy. How J Bell do this shit? Speaking of a quickie,
Best 8 minutes of my day.
the Royals have added Quick Trip as their uniform sponsor, Van, and I want to talk to you about this and why it's important. So here we have all sorts.
It's the champ.
It's the in these here parts. But these here parts of Missouri is Quick Trip. Quick Trip is destination gas station. It is so very nice. It's you know how Allsup's is good because it sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we have that in the Midwest too. That's called Casey's. That's whatever. Okay. Also, or excuse me, Quick Trip is like the target of the Walmart gas stations. It is so nice. And the Royals just announced that Quick Trip is their new sleeve sponsor, and it's a bright red logo. It has nothing to do with the Royals colors. It's going to be so bad and contrarian, and it's the worst thing. It's like if the Red Sox added a blue logo to their jersey. It's like if the Red Sox had something that was Yankee blue on their jersey, which I guess that kind of they do with the aways, but whatever. Yeah, QT.
I went to one when we were in Phoenix, correct?
Yeah, I made you go.
We went out of our way.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to show off the picture.
They're sweet. And
it was.
you,
The Maverick can stop.
yes,
The trip was so nice. Like, Target, compared to Target, doesn't do enough justice. It's like the 65th Avenue
yes.
of gas.
They have these buttery pretzels that they make for you on the spot that are like, what's a word stronger than gourmet?
You're talking about pretzels.
They're Michelin.
Bavarian?
Yeah, they're Bra Michelin.
Right. They made me a personal pan pizza one other day, and they're like, "Hey man, you go off menu. I do a lot of food."
Yeah.
I was like, "This is your job." I love how excited you are working.
Yeah. Hey, you know, we folded in half. It's not just pizza anymore; it's pizza taco. Isn't it crazy how people who grow up near a thing love that thing? Like, this is the gas station I grew up near, so it's the one I love. Like, New Mexican grew up near Allsup's. It's the one they love. Like, Southeastern grew up near Publix. It's the one they love. We could do this for whatever.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like frequent also because it's a fantastic place to be in the experience. Because it's what I grew up with. They have dreams about ultimate burritos.
Yeah. There's Quick Trip, like if you were to wear a Quick Trip shirt out, it's like signaling for other Midwesterners.
Sure.
If you wore a Wawa shirt, people would be like, "What part of Pennsylvania are you from, brother?" You'd be like, "I'm not." Bucky's is a very good one. There's all kinds of them, and they're all tremendous. Regional gas stations is one of the best regional of the country. You know, there aren't enough Dunkin' Donuts here. Have we talked about this on air?
I think there's You're a Dunkin' guy.
I love Dunkin'.
I'm not a Dunkin'.
I was a Pinon guy forever, but like, I'm a Pinon guy when I'm in New Mexico. When I'm everywhere all the time, I'm a Dunkin'.
I can see that if like you're out of town and you don't know where the school is, spot is. It's their own really cares about their product. But Dunkin' is not gonna allow you. It's not sufficient. You get solid six every time. They got a formula. They've stuck with it for years. It's gonna work.
So I'm trying to find gas stations by country. And here's the problem: they're all kind of owned by the same people.
Sure.
So what? Yeah, whatever. I don't need who provides the gas. I need the chain. You know what I mean? I need. Yeah. Hey, I can pump gas from ExxonMobil from anywhere.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Quick Trip and Dunkin', Wawa, 7-Eleven, whichever.
Yeah, they're all ConocoPhillips.
They're all owned by the same people. It's just a semblance of choice. Say, hey, you want to go to the Walgreens or do you want to go to CVS?
Right.
You want Riley or you want to go to AutoZone? They're all owned by the same people. It's just a semblance of choice.
Okay, so the texter is saying come and go. I mean, it's a good answer. I'm not going to say it's not. Rotten Robbie? What's Rotten Robbie? Is that a California thing? So there's also Quick Trip KWICK. That's in Wisconsin. So there's two types of Quick Trips. I've never heard of Cumberland Farms. That must be in Northeast. Obviously, the Wawa, we talked about the Wawa Quick Trip. I don't for a second believe that Texaco is popular.
I mean, their names are a lot of popular things.
Yeah.
Mexico. You're not eating all everything. It's just rebrand. Shiny needle. It's all the same.
Casey's is huge. Now, also, if you're one of those like big rig guys, if you're like a Lowe's guy or a Pilot guy, I get it. You like your Subways. Like, I get it. But that's not what we're talking about. Yes. Also, Murphy USA is not that bad because I get points on my credit. No, but my credit union has a partnership, so you get double the points. Also, did you ever watch Disney's Dinosaurs? So it was in the 90s, and they were puppets. Not the Mama. Let me ask this question again. Van, did you ever watch Not the Mama?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The last name of the dinosaur family? Sinclair.
Oh, that's fun.
Deep cut. There you go. I'm so good at trivia. When we get back from the break, we make our way around the diamond as we talk spring training. Also, at 6:30, we're hitting today's I-9 varsity. I-9 varsity covers that are better than the original. Also, if you want to hear music,
5:30. 6:30 will be Lobo time.
okay, so it's 6:30. Come down to Sadies on 4th, and you can hear actual covers played by Brian Stafford on the patio. And Van and I will be several marks deep by then. Can we drink again? We've been out of Vegas for a while.
I took a whole week off. This could be 10 days.
I haven't.
Yeah, let's go.
I've had one drink since Vegas. And it might have been the reason I was sick. 2 men on 85.9 FM and AM 630. Sports Union. Yeah. Now we know. Oh, did it? Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do different. Bob said he lost us for a second.
It's happening almost every time we're here.
Did Joey Votto retire?
It's free agent.
The Cardinals should sign him.
They gave our boy another chance.
Rick Anfield? When you did this, that's what I thought.
Carpenter. They gave him another shot.
Oh, Matt Carpenter's back? I didn't see that. He owns a salsa brand in St. Louis. And it's like wildly popular.
Really?
I would DH him, and I would spell him maybe not once a series. Yeah, maybe once a series. No, maybe once every 2 series. Where at first, I'd have to think it through.
Yeah.
Depends what Goldschmidt wants to do.
Give him a couple. He needs like a day off or doing.
Yeah, you don't bat him DH, just give him a day off.
You just have an agreement. Make sure he knows he's not a starter. You bring him back from the Reds. Tell him that
Who's playing first? Bell?
some young guy who's like,
Cool. Cool. Back on the program, back at Sadies on 4th. There's only like 40 minutes of the show left. All these Major League Baseball teams are at spring training, man. We should make our way out to spring training. Let's do that in March.
let's go through that.
Gotta figure out all the details, but we will. The Dodgers put it on the Padres in the first inning today.
Really.
So you know what they had to put on first? Their crappy jerseys. So all these teams, you know, you have to have like team photos taken and photographers and all that stuff. So all these major league teams are putting on their white uniforms for these photos, you know, for they go up on the Jumbotron and they go on the magazine and they put them on the tickets and the programs. You know all the stuff I'm talking about. Well, anyways, these jerseys are so crappy, you can see through all these dudes' pants.
You can see that little Betty Boop with SpongeBob and whatever.
Like, where's Nick Swisher with his red jocks? Like, there's some weird stuff going on with Major League Baseball apparel. And you told me Major League Baseball put out a propaganda piece to combat the fact that today I saw Shohei Ohtani in white pants and I felt like I had Apple Pro Vision X-ray.
A couple days ago, literally 2 days ago, Shabbos on the Mariners
Okay, never heard of him.
sent a video, posted a picture of his jersey and tagged the Fanatics on it. So the Fanatics slid into his DM,
Okay.
and they said, and I quote, "Hey there, it looks like you dropped the ball on this one. Send the DM so I can learn more about this."
Like their automatic reply and stuff is screwed up.
Thinking that they're a normal customer, not knowing that they sent a messed up jersey to a Major League Baseball player. It's so funny. It's such a disaster. It's a disaster of epic proportions.
I think I'm a lot confused. So these spring training facilities and the Major League Baseball teams, they have on site like sewing. On site, they have a guy gets traded mid-game. They can have him a jersey before he gets out there. Like this is all super doable stuff. I guess it doesn't work like that anymore. Like you don't just sew names on the back.
It's supposed to be. Fanatics, every Major League Baseball digitally stood there, like during a video game, digitally scanned with all of their exact measurements and sent them personalized jerseys. None of them right. They're made. The letters are falling.
Yeah.
In the case of whoever Chavez is, Mariners, CH and number one is like an inch higher than VIS number 0. Like, how do you see that and say, oh, I'm going to send this
That's so
to a
crazy.
Major League Baseball player? You know how much they're charging for these things?
No.
For like an official Major League jersey?
Don't tell me the number. Okay, tell me the number.
$1 more than Trump's fee. $400 for one of these Fanatic jerseys that are popular.
Just like from sneakers. This is wild. Which guy to prove a point is going to go commando? Why is Nick Castellanos going to go commando?
Hopefully somebody with like a higher level of talent can make an extra tell. I go commando at these camps. It's the same clothes. You could see through it.
If I could take out a legit future on the player that's going to go commando to make a stance about this, number one, for attention, but number two, because he seems like that guy, it's Tommy Pham. And Tommy Pham will not be afraid
There's a problem.
to step up to the plate.
Tommy Pham needs a baseball team. So
Oh, okay. It'll be Joey Votto. Somebody's going to slide into home in these paper thin pants, tissue paper. They're just going to rip off. There's going to be a tag on an exposed butt cheek, and it's going to be the highlight of all highlights. Like when old boy blew out his sneaker. What did you say his name was? The kid that doesn't play in New Orleans.
oh,
The one that dates Amber Rose, I assume.
Swisher round third, headed towards home. It's going to be a play at the plate. Slide doesn't need the tag. Oh, he got his dog now. My goodness. Cover the eyes of your children in Great American Ballpark. There's a winner.
Now, then, the way you can tell a good defender out there in the high corner is if he wears a cup or not. Shows how brave he is. And we no longer have to ask the players, do we? Nolan Arenado, he's a real man. That's what this is going to be. Ugh. You can tell Anthony Rendon does not have Harry's Shave Club as a sponsor. Like, that's what you can do. Gillette? No.
Jimmy Marlin, shortstop Jim Anderson.
Correct. Also, this one is not even a yes and. I'm not even doing broadcast voice here. Did you see the pictures of the pants? They have new belt loops. Who's trying to redo belt loops? Did you see this? Belt loops have traditionally worked really well for a long time. These belt loops look like early 2000s cell phone cases. They look like they're just holding to your belt, which I get is what loops are supposed to do. But figure it out.
The Fanatics fans, or like the guys who prefer I think I socks and I think
Yeah.
I do. Like, I prefer you. A knicker.
Yeah.
I prefer a knicker every single time. But like, this fanatic thinks every baseball player has like the eyes of very similar. Because all these baseball players are showing up to spring training look like the friggin' Earl of Sandwich or whatever, the friggin' Duke of Ellington from the 1400s with their stupid baggy pants and high socks. It's embarrassing for this company.
Embarrassing that Shohei Ohtani is taking his very first photo in his Dodgers uniform. He's doing a cool bat over the shoulder pose. And all we're talking about is how I can see his tucked in shirt underneath his pants instead of his super cool Tommy John scar, which is what I should be drooling over. Because that's what I want. It does. Did you see his Tommy John scar? Those super PA. God, I'm jealous.
Make stars, though.
From what?
Make more decisions. Could I say, make the same amount, but worse decisions.
I don't know if I have a Nike jersey. I have one. I have a New Mexico Highland. Yeah, cream one.
Mine seems medium quality. It's not like an embarrassment.
Yeah, mine is really nice. Mine is like the full-on thing, and like obviously I don't have a rich association with that university anymore for reasons, but like I like that the former baseball coach gave that to me, and it's a nice memory. Who's that? If I were to do a thing where I would have put like all my team affiliation things up, like throughout my home on a display of sorts, which would be nice. I've lived in this world a long time. I think that Nike one would look nice.
Nice.
That's a good point.
Historically, Nike has made fantastic products. They were able to slowly take over college football by making superior. And they did the same thing
Yeah.
in college basketball. They just slowly took over.
Do you think there's a memo internally in baseball that's like the only acceptable undergarments are team color undergarments moving forward? Do you?
You can match whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they look like idiots.
Yeah, because some guy's going to throw on SpongeBob shorts or whatever. Yeah, that is a real thing. It'll say something stupid, right? Like bright pattern underwear during games or batting practice is not sanctioned by the MLB dress code and subject of a fine escalating 2 times every single. It'll be something like that. You know what I mean?
Baseball is filled, especially the bullpen, with quirky athletes. Like, to do full baseball season, number one, got to be a great. It's going to be kind of weird. Do that over and over and over and over. It's a person just like that. So, in moving baseball, there's field weirdos. You know they're going to be doing so many off the wall things with these jerseys, exposing how
This one I'm about to say is going to sound stupid, but this is a real one that a player is going to do. We'll use Dodger White, because so many of the friends of the show are familiar with it. Dodger White, that beautiful Dodger blue across it. It's one of the best uniforms in baseball. One of the best. And somebody on that squad is going to, on purpose, before they take the field, spill red Gatorade all over the place. And it's going to absorb so fast. It's going to look so bad. It's going to be the whole thing. And then something will happen. It'll be something little like that, where you're like, I get that you're just poking fun. I get that you're just fighting. But that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's the only good part about everything else with the jersey.
Well, the Dodgers can sure hit him.
Affecting pitchers already.
They scored more runs in the first inning today than they did in all of the season. Who's back?
That's what $1.1 billion would get you. Runs in the first, baby.
That's a good See what prices are for tickets to these things for the Dodgers. Spring training. It's too much. Things don't have to be this expensive.
Pricing, actual.
Also, did you see how many? Here you go. There had to be 100 guys, like in the deck, not just to like see it. And then they gave up 8 runs, 8 consecutive hits, including goals. If that stat's not right, it's very close.
Sure.
The entire team, and I don't just mean the team playing.
The B squad, minor league squad, AAA squad.
Do you remember whenever the Pistons in the 80s would just sign a guy off the street for a game against the Bulls? That's what this was like. They're not clear up inches here, boys. They got us. We don't have you in talent, but numerically, we got you stomped.
You really gonna run your new $1 billion team? Fight a bunch of hungry dudes.
Whenever we get back from the break, today's I-9 varsity. The I-9 varsity covers that are better than the original. It's the I-9 varsity covers that are better than the original. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal. Thank you.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What up, homie?
Dude. Oh, you didn't notice.
I didn't. I haven't seen you.
What's up, dude? What's up, Beans?
I was wondering.
I like your car hoodie.
What's up? Are you gonna stay and watch music, or what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, we're gonna stay for a little bit. Then we got Costco tonight.
Carrots? I already ate all my carrots.
Already all your carrots. That thing's cool.
Isn't that sweet? Yeah. Highly recommend.
Do they like still shut?
They seal shut and stay shut.
This is dope.
I've used that one for like a year. It's still brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
We
genius
we're
invention
giving-
right
we're
there.
giving Ziploc.
I do need to stop here. How you guys been?
It took me like a week to get unhungover.
It's went like that hard.
Every single
Every day.
8 days.
It was unacceptable. No, mine was only 7. I accidentally didn't make it one night.
Did you guys get Ava Marie to do anything with you?
Of course not.
No.
Nothing?
She's not our friend.
Well, I don't know. She was in Vegas with you.
We got her tickets to concerts. Oh, and she
Just
doesn't.
get that same shirt.
This one?
Guinness fully active. Is that what that is?
No.
You check that. It might be twinsies. Yeah, baby.
Really?
The shirt bros.
All right. This was New Year's 2019.
Recognize from the front.
Mine's got a few grease stains on it.
How it goes, though. Do a segment with it?
No.
We're doing the I-9 varsity of covers that are better than the originals.
Oh man, Tracy Chapman was pretty good.
The new fast car.
Ooh, yeah.
Fast
Name
car.
more racist songs. I'm ready for this. Keep going.
What white guy is better for?
So if we're gonna really bury a black chick, why is it Diana Ross and Ain't No Mountain High?
I like this is your show notes. I-9 varsities. and
Well,
covers
Van
that are
Van
doing-
took over today.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was. I
Yeah.
really didn't do that great of a job either. 4:30, nothing. 4:45, nothing.
I was on one.
That's when the program's better.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Are you coming to wrestling next Thursday? What's up?
I didn't know it was next Thursday, but yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Wrestling next Thursday? Who's your favorite one, dude? It's been a while since you've been, but this dude likes Thunder.
Thunder? Okay. You like his face paint?
He's in the main event, so
He's in the main
you need
event.
me to move him up the card so you can get to bed earlier.
I mean, we might just stay up if Thunder's in the main event. He's like, I'm like, do you know what Thunder did, son? Do you know what he did to his best friend?
Betrayal.
And he's like, Thunder's the best.
Yeah.
I have
diversity of covers that are better than the original.
I have in my car, like I'll grab you one. I have the kids' Duke City shirts right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Because we're going to I'm going to Clovis tomorrow. And
Next Thursday downtown. Sweet. Yeah, we'll go to that.
we're ready. That'd be sweet. We needed a cool new sponsor for them. I don't know who. I'm meeting with Cream Lane next week. We're wrestling.
For wrestling.
I need because we're starting to go over the states. We need like a statewide one.
Canadian women's bicyclist?
Are you guys done at Howie's?
Until football starts.
Oh, it's just football season.
And then
What?
we do that with a couple of ABQ acts. We only do like during the summer and stuff.
Stand by, you're standing.
Yeah, we're ready, Bob.
Christ.
Back on the program. Today's I-9 varsity. The I-9 varsity of covers that are better than the original. League office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. You're at the Y tomorrow, man. Is that right? Okay. We got a bunch of changes coming up. So I'm out of town this weekend. So I'm going to Clovis for Border Wars. We'll talk about. Like, we'll end the program today on what's going on. But then big wrestling show next weekend too. Also, we're live from the Dukes on Tuesday next week, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Then we're into March. Bunch of new partnerships in March. Welcome Isham Dental. They're in the mix now, so we're gonna work with Isham Dental. Talk about some stuff with them. We have a meeting coming up with a project around town to be a part of that. Also, we're gonna start spending some Tuesdays over at Rio Bravo Brewery. That's gonna be a lot of fun. This whole thing's going really well. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
We're going to keep sneaking down to Safe House on Fridays. We got a whole thing. Covers that are better than the original, man. League Office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Flag football, soccer, baseball, cheerleading, all kinds of cool stuff currently going on. Check they out because they will get you set up for success for one day of athletic activities. Van, you first or me first?
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to get the best cover song of all time
Okay.
out of the way. So if you don't steal it from me, Bob doesn't steal it.
Okay.
Hurt by Johnny Cash. It is the best adaptation of a song in the history of music. 9 Inch Nails' original song Hurt, fan-bleeping fantastic. But what Johnny Cash did to it at the end of his life, he had a whole new life and meaning.
Okay.
Number one, my leadoff hitter and my thing hitter. 99 varsity covers that better than the original.
This is very good. That's a good start. You really set the premise. I'm going to go with Despacito by Alvin and the Chipmunks. So Alvin and the Chipmunks covered Despacito, and it's very good. If you haven't heard it, check it out. But it's the song Despacito, but it's covered by Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Right. Yeah. The legends.
Yeah, the legend. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Grammy Award winner.
Yeah.
Alvin and the rest of the Chipmunks.
Despacito. There we go. Bob, are you in on this one or are you sitting out? Dan.
Thank you. Jimi Hendrix is all along the way. 99 varsity of covers that are better than the original. The original song. Still fantastic. Yes. What Jimi Hendrix did to it, again, gave it a new life, made it better than the original, and now it's on a legendary song.
I've listened to that song, but I've never heard it. That's correct. Now, in 2000, I guess it would have been 2018. This band put out an absolute banger. And it's a cover of Lil Nas X's Old Town Road. Yeah, and it's performed by Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, and what it is, it's the song Old Town Road featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, except it's Alvin featuring the Chipmunks.
Simon and Theodore.
Yeah, Simon and Theodore. Yeah, so there you go. Check that out. Lil Nas X's Old Town Road, covered by the Chipmunks, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Basically, the king of goth.
Okay, yeah.
In the 90s and 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
known for Hurt.
Yeah, he was known for that.
Had a cover of Police Dream.
Yeah, they're made for who?
It made of this.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Dreams are made of this. Covered by Marilyn. And it's crushed the original.
Yeah.
Crushed.
There was a cultural movement in this country, man, in 2018, and what it was a real eye opener. You know what I mean? And that eye opener was one Donald Glover performing as Childish Gambino, pointing out that this country was in fact America. The name of the song, "This Is America," and it was immediately covered by Alvin and the Chipmunks, man, and that's when it really hit home. Yeah, correct. So when Alvin and the Chipmunks took Childish Gambino's "This Is America," it was almost like I knew this was America, as opposed to before where you could catch me slipping. Yeah. No. Correct.
Alvin gets all the heat, but Simon.
Yeah. I'm not going to name Migos Storefront. Yeah, he's the face.
Underrated all time covers. This one, personally, I think Johnny Cash's number one cover song.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
But for me personally, James Addiction's cover of Sympathy for the cover the Rolling Stones, number one, because
Yeah,
to do it better than them,
and you didn't even go with Wild Horses.
Impressive. James Addiction cover Sympathy for the Devil better than the Rolling Stones.
I mean, that's a pretty good one, man.
It's a very good.
That's a very good one. Well, and this one might come as a bit of a surprise to you. Okay. There was a period when we couldn't go even a day without Uptown Funk. Right. It was at grocery stores, gas stations, when elevators used to have music, which I don't really know why that stopped. Oh, okay. So Uptown Funk was made a better by Alvin and the Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, they actually just have a sound that I really like. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And
You thought Lady Gaga's Bad Romance had like a range? Wait until you hear Alvin and the Chipmunks cover it. Oh, like Taylor Swift's Ready for It, the cover by Alvin and the Chipmunks? So Van has presented me, because often there's a hook in this segment. Yours is my entire bit. So your hook was...
No, I wrote down what I guessed your bit was going to be.
Oh, okay.
And it was so close.
Kids Bop. You wrote down Kids Bop.
It's just actually very passionate.
Yeah. Yes. No.
But I knew you would, and I wrote down the words kids and bop, guessing that you're going to do a Kids Bop cover thing. So you were with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It was between Alvin and the Chipmunks and Richard Cheese and the Lounge Against the Machine. Those were my two options. Also, if you're not familiar with Richard Cheese's 2002 banger Toxicity, it's incredibly good. And Big Cheese Energy, I believe, came out in 2021, equally good. So, correct. If you go way back to OK Bartender, my neck, my back, it's brilliant. If you're going to cover, make it your own. Forget You, Weezer, That song was already done that exact same way by Toto. Like, just don't. Toto did it that way. Don't tell me the Aqua album is good. It's not. Yeah.
Nirvana's
The Man Who Sold the World.
The Man Who Sold the
Oh,
World.
it bangs.
Legendary.
It's super bangs.
Very rarely. It's probably better than the original.
You did really good on this. So you don't think William Hung's cover of She Bangs on American Idol is where it would have made your list?
Okay, newsflash.
Yeah.
There was a Bangs before him.
One Ricky Martin would be upset.
I thought Ricky Martin covered him.
She Bang. She Bang.
You should have leaned with it.
We wrap up. Wrap up the program from Sadies. Whenever we get back, come hang out with us. We're on 4th. We're going to go. Also, I don't know when daylight savings time hits, but when we get up at 6, it's still light out. Come hang out on the patio. We're going to listen to live music. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So,
Yeah.
doing this softly by the Fugees.
What is Soft Cell's Tainted Love? That seems stupid.
I'm not familiar with Tainted Love.
Who's Soft Cell?
That's the original. I think Tainted Love was also Marilyn.
I don't know what the real answer is, but it's not Luke Combs. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Got it. Give me all you got. My nephew wants to go skydiving on his 21st birthday. It's too heavy. So should I try to lose 30 pounds real quick? His birthday's in what? 240. You have to tan them.
Skinny.
What's that?
You're like a little tiny guy.
It doesn't really work like that.
That's okay. Need a little tiny guy.
Cool. The idea was, Van, the Alvin and the Chipmunks don't do good covers.
Familiar.
They do bad covers.
Oh, Granny.
They did? For that Christmas song? Here we go. Back on the program live at Sadies, and we're just 10 short minutes away from going out the patio, drinking Marks,
Yeah, baby.
listen to live music. We just had some friends of the show up, so that's going to be fun.
First one's on me, boys.
Yep, we always say that. We say, first one's on me, boys.
Mhm.
I had a big weekend. I'm going to Clovis this weekend, man.
But for a good one,
Yeah, yes.
not like the normal routes, which is armed services or prison.
So, yeah, those are the two. Yeah, if we're going to Portales. So I'm in Clovis this weekend for Duke City Championship Wrestling, taking on South Plains Championship Wrestling. We're doing Border Wars. I have to say this. I'm going to say it. I own Duke City Championship Wrestling. I got to be very clear about that. So if you're supporting Duke City Championship Wrestling, you're sliding money into Daddy's pockets. So we're going out there, and as we're out in Clovis, what we're going to do is we're going to fight South Plains, right? So we're calling it Border Wars. We're taking the best pro wrestlers from New Mexico. We're going to go against the best pro wrestlers from Texas in an epic 4-on-4 main event. It looks like there's going to be upwards like 1,000 people out there at the Dirty Curry County Event Center. It's good.
DC?
You're not
That old dirt curve?
the Dirty Curry?
Dirty curry?
That's what I call it. This little cow town's going to come to life, though. I promise you that. And I'm about to honk my own horn for a second.
Okay.
I'm not saying I single-handedly did it. I got some business partners. I got a lot of passionate performers. I got a very enthused fan base for Duke City Championship Wrestling. It's back to life in New Mexico. There's other promotions. There's other venues trying to steal the shine. There's all kinds of because we're getting this fun national attention. NWA is working with us now, right? So all these, the wrestling organization. Yeah. No, not they. But it's kind of the wildest energy for this thing to now be in Clovis. We're going to Las Cruces later this summer. We just signed a deal in Taos. We're going to go up to Taos and do some stuff. Wait until I can get my stuff down to Silver City, and I'll put on a show down there for the college for sure. There's like a ton of revitalization for the sport. I'm like heck proud of New Mexico for allowing their nerd flag to fly and like helping pro wrestling become so successful.
It's really cool to see the ascension of Duke City Championship Wrestling happen in the El-Ray Theater at least once a month.
Correct.
Spreading across the state. We've got a lot of choices for your entertainment.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Here in Texas. People every single month seem to choose.
Yeah.
Well, every time they pick an option, and now we're spreading across the state.
Yeah.
Clovis, nothing to do there.
Well,
So you should get like 27,000 people in this arena.
the entirety of the city.
How many people are in that?
It's not that many.
You better get on it.
Well, and that's the thing too, because Texas is going to come over too, right? So what are they going to do? They're going to come to New Mexico. They're going to watch our pro wrestling. They're going to buy our weed and they're going to leave. Like it's going to be a really good like time over there in Clovis. But that's the thing, man. It's
Busy day for
Yeah.
choice, I think.
well, and you were part of the earliest conversations in this thing, where we had sat down and we're like, how can we do this thing? And we're talking about doing stuff with the city, and we're talking about doing once offs a year. And it was, well, why don't we just go all in? Why don't we do everything we can to be successful in this world that we have identified as needing? And for Clovis to open its arms up in the city of Clovis was so kind to us with some. This is inside baseball stuff, but they were so kind to us with some like assistance financially through some lodgers tax stuff. We were able to get out there and help local businesses with advertising and appearances. And we're doing an event at Red Door on Friday night. So if you plan on going out in front of the show, we're going to be hosting a party. Red Door on Friday, pro wrestling Saturday, and then I'm going to drive back super hungover on Sunday, and it's going to be an absolute banger. And then you're like, Fred, I don't want to go out to Columbus. I want to see pro wrestling in Albuquerque, historic El Rey Theater, February the 29th. Like it's a whole thing, man.
There is no February 29th.
Okay.
Only 28 days in February.
It's bad news for you. Leap year lockup this Thursday
It's a leap year?
at the historic El Rey Theater, DCCWtickets.com. Also, buy tickets the second or you won't get them. If you want to sit down.
Okay.
I think there's like 10 chairs. That's it.
Get a chair. Put on the chair. See that green light?
Yeah.
Or you give me save the chairs for a few other dudes. Come hang out with me at the bar.
I don't hate that at
I'm
all.
getting weird.
We had a good program today. Thank you to Bobcat. Bob, you sat in so many days this week. You're going to be with us tomorrow. The picture, a staple on the show. Thank you. And final words from Sadies.
Too much the time a lot of my friends didn't tell her, make sure you check out tomorrow morning.
Lobo Talk right after us. Good job, everyone. GG.
Bye tomorrow.